What is that?
Imagine you're a first-time mom. You're sitting in the ER with a toddler. She's limp as a dish rag, dehydrated, and has been throwing up for hours. Then you hear the words, "We're admitting her." That toddler was me. My parents sat helpless at the hospital for 1 week while I battled rotavirus. And the scariest part is, they told my parents if I hadn't been vaccinated against it, I more than likely would have died. Vaccines. Everyone's got an opinion, but I'm here to tell you they work, and I'm living proof. As we chat over the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you why it's important to vaccinate your kids, statistics on vaccinations, and how they work. They not only keep your child safe, but everyone around them. Before we explore why they're important, it's crucial to understand how they work. By a show of hands, how many of you have been vaccinated at some point throughout your life? And how many of you have contracted things you were vaccinated against and you're still sitting here to talk about it? Every time you get a vaccine, it sparks an immune response in your body. This helps you to fight off germs, so if they're ever introduced to your body again, it knows how to fight it. So basically, a vaccine is just a small amount of a dead or weakened germ, and it's injected into your body. And yeah, I know a lot of you are sitting here with a really concerned look on your face. I don't want a live germ in my body. Well, don't worry. The germ is so small that it won't cause you to get sick. People tend to lean towards not vaccinating themselves or their children due to religious beliefs or safety concerns. But, based on many trials, vaccinations are effective and they are the best defense against many serious diseases. So now that we've investigated how they work, let's look at some statistics. Over 4 million deaths worldwide have been prevented by childhood vaccinations each and every year. So first, let's talk about measles. Some of the telltale signs of measles are a high fever, a barky cough, and a rash that can be itchy and raised. So right here are some pictures of kids with measles. They have the telltale red rash and the bumps that can sometimes be itchy. It's estimated that over 500 people die in the US every year from this disease alone. And in retrospect, it doesn't seem a lot for an entire country. But imagine if it was your grandparent, your sibling, or even worse, your child. Each and every year, 57 million people throughout the world are given a second chance because they received this vaccine. Another disease that goes hand in hand with measles is mumps. So mumps is similar to measles, but it's characterized by swelling of the jaw, loss of appetite, and headaches. So right here you can see a picture of a child with a swollen jaw, and right here it gives you the in-depth picture of his saliva glands. So each and every year, 162,000 cases of mumps occur, and the fatality rate is about 1 to 3%. And it's not a huge number, but these people that are unvaccinated are at an increased risk for many complications, such as meningitis, pancreatitis, and it can even cause women to miscarry. The third and final disease that we're going to take a look at is diphtheria. Unlike measles and mumps, it's different in the way that it presents. It's characterized by a sore throat, a fever, and swollen lymph nodes. So unlike the others, it doesn't cause a rash, but it causes these uncomfortable patches on the back of your throat. So right here you can see the white patches on the back of this guy's throat. And then here on this chart you can see that as the years went on and the vaccination rate went up and the cases went down. So the components of DTaP, which is the vaccine against diphtheria, protects against 95% effective against diphtheria for up to 10 years. And although each one of these diseases is a little bit different and they all have different outcomes, they do have one thing in common. They all have a vaccine that works. If you're still sitting here and I haven't convinced you that vaccines are more effective than they are harmful, then this part's for you. What if I told you vaccinations don't protect yourself, but also the others around you? This is called community immunity. So basically, It means that when the germ travels through a community fast enough, it leads to an outbreak. And then when enough people are vaccinated against a certain disease, the germs can't travel from person to person anymore. So the disease is likely to become extinct, and the community is less likely to get it. When you receive the shot, you're not only protecting those in your community, but yourself. You're protecting those that can't get the vaccine because they're elderly, they're allergic to ingredients in the vaccine, or they have an immune system that allows them not to be able to get it. And if I still haven't convinced you, just think about your grandparents or your baby cousin and how deadly these diseases could be to them. So as you can see, the benefits of the vaccine outweigh the risks. These shocking facts and statistics prove that they're not only effective on you, but others in your community. It doesn't matter if you're 6 or if you're 60. It's never too late to vaccinate. I'm going to leave you with this. People honestly don't know how bad it is until they get it. It's easy to say, I'm not going to get the vaccine, until you're the one who almost doesn't make it.